I was going to talk to that lady again before I did anything, actually. And then we'll jump over to the third island and see if we can find this court of first edicts. First. Oh, talk to Werner. Werner! Oh, it's Lunara and Paimon. Nice to see you again. Miss Priestess, have we met someone before? You don't seem that familiar to Paimon. Paimon's such a... I don't have enough savage words for her in my vocabulary. Other than dipshit, which is what is coming to my head immediately. Hey, it's me. Seriously, we met not long ago. Can't you recognize me by my voice? Right? If nothing else, her voice should be familiar to you, Paimon. Oh yeah, it's you. You're the one back from when... Wait, who are you exactly? This is starting to sound like some kind of weird scam. Aw, my adorable little Paimon didn't even recognize me. That really stings, but I'll let it slide. After all, you did call me Miss Priestess. I guess it's fair since I never took off my helmet back at Thunderclap Reef. Wait, hang on. Don't tell Paimon. You're Werner? You're really actually a priestess from the Frostmoon Scions? Excuse you, that's a weird way to say hello. Seriously, you won't find a priestess more reliable than me anywhere else. There was never any reason to doubt me in the first place. Anyway, this must be the Moon Maiden's guidance at work. How else could I be so fortunate as to run into you both at a time like this? Well, we were just passing through. I have a bad feeling about it. Now, bad feelings have no place in the Moon Goddess's guidance. Since we're all here, this must surely be a good omen. No, a great omen. Anyway, let's forget about all that. Lunara, Paimon, you remember what that imposter said before, right? You mean that priestess-looking lady who seemed more legit than you? She said she'd be waiting at the court of the first edict. Or something like that. That more legit than you bit was totally uncalled for. But since you've got such a good memory, Paimon, and since you're both going to help me out later, I'll let it slide. Hey, Paimon hasn't agreed to help you out yet. Why is it that every time we talk to you, we end up second-guessing reality? It's because she gaslights you. Don't sweat the details. More importantly, I've already come up with a flawless, super ultra reliable plan. We'll catch an imposter in no time. I did not press anything. Think about it. She said she'd be waiting in the sealed off sanctum no one can even get in, right? Whoa, she wants us to get curious and break the seal, letting her sneak in and snatch whatever treasure's inside. Is that true? Because I can think of somebody who that would be if that's the case. It'd be Hidimbi, right? But surely Hidimbi isn't pulling one over us. Because how did she get inside the mirrors? I don't know whether to trust her paranoia here. Or whether I want to believe in my faith because I want it to be really cool and have this, one of the earlier moon... What are they called? Moon chanters? Coming into contact with us. Oh, you got me concerned now, Werner. I thought we were doing something super cool, and now I'm really concerned that Hidimbi's about to steal shit. And my super foolproof plan is to turn the tables on her. Once we open the gates of the sanctum, she'll definitely show up, and that's when we'll catch her. Pretty solid plan, right? I'd say it'd hold up just fine against those top-notch detectives from Papa Wrench's books. Seriously? That's even crazier than the plan you had at Thunderclap Reef. You just told us no one's been able to unseal the Court of the First Edict for centuries. Only because they didn't have me, along with the super reliable tag team combination that is the two of you. After we parted ways, I've been thinking. Since the Court of the First Edict was sealed by Kuvaki, maybe we can disrupt it the same way we did at the Thunderclap Reef. And so, ta-da! See? I had my little crackers look for more of those special fragments, and I pieced them all together. And the moment I managed to distract Evelina, bam! You two showed up. Tell me we're not fated to reunite. Fated? More like fatal. Are you sure this won't mess up the weather on Husey Island like it did back in Thunderclap Reef? No worries. This time, I'll be in full control of the Kuvaki. And besides, everything turned out just fine back at the reef, didn't it? Now then, Lunara, Paimon, prepare to witness the miracle of science. What part of us is science? Wait, if someone's got to throw it, let us do it. If we leave it to you, this already sketchy plan's bound to get even sketchier. Where am I putting it? There? Oh, I'm travelling apparently. To where exactly? I know not. Where do you want it? Throw fragments. Yeah, that's what I was trying to... Oh, holy no. Okay, like seriously, where were you wanting me to throw it? Oh, there. Good lord, I wasn't even looking in the right direction. Oh, there's a Kenki here. Oh, if I'm like, ooh, shiny. Oh, there. Oh, Kahenki. Oh my god. And no one else is concerned by the shifting earth here. Everyone's happy to just let it slide. You know, this place was sealed for a reason. Oh dear god, everybody get concerned. Llama? Where are you, Llama? Hold me. Seriously, why is no one concerned? Okay, they're looking at it, but no one seemed to be concerned. Where's Llama? Oh, fish my drink. Come on, I told you there's nothing much to worry about. See, this is the power of science. Hooray, the power of science. Hey, wait a second. You almost had Paimon fooled. This has nothing to do with science. That's what I said. It was just Lunara tossing the fragments up there. Well, since the super reliable Lunara is also someone who believes in science, I guess that explanation works too. There's no correlation between those two statements. All right. Oh, we've got a little moon path. Since the Moon Maiden has spun a silvery path for us, what awaits beyond the threshold must be... wait, how did the rest of it go again? Anyway, since the moon lane has appeared, it appears our plan is working fine. All we need to do is follow it up. This is the guidance of the moon goddess. Yep. Are you sure? Paimon thinks there's a chance this path doesn't lead to our destination, but rather somewhere higher up. Good, if you can get me to that lunoculus. I'd be very pleased. Come on, Paimon, come on. You've got a super reliable priestess and a super reliable adventurer on your side. What's there to worry about? We better get moving before the other priestesses show up. I mean, while the moon goddess is still showing us the way. Onward and upward. What a dangerous game you weave. Take me up. All the way up. It won't. How am I going to get there? Oh god, we passed another one. We're passing so much. What are you doing? Oh, my exploration. Oh god. Exploration? What exploration? It must be so blinding up here. Venna? Where are we? This doesn't look like a sanctum. Yeah, it really doesn't. I mean, that's not important. Don't worry. This place has things that resemble moon lanes, so that means the Moon Maiden is still guiding us. Probably not. Let us follow the path illuminated by the moonlight. Leave the rest to the will of the moon. That actually sounded pretty priestessy coming from you, Verna. Wait, no. Isn't that just a fancy way of saying, I know what to do, let's just leave it to fate? Hey, what do you mean pretty priestessy? Have you ever met a priestess who's anything less than super priestessy? You've got to have as much faith in the Moon Maiden's guidance as you do in the power of science. Besides, it's not like we've found any other way down. Okay, I have a Kuhenki. I have a moon lane that seems to go in a circle. Unlock the mechanism seal. Am I just going to do labs? Engraving, waking up, identity check starting, mode, matching, activated. Why does that make it sound like it's an an AI thing? Am I supposed to be jumping off at some point? Oh, hello. Unknown life scientist detected. Calibrating. Whoa, there's no point reading. I can't do it. Oh, here we go. Off we go. New path unlocked. Dragon Lord of Flame. Why are we going back to the Dragon Lord of Flame? We've moved on from that land, damn it. Not sure what I'm interacting with. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's making me look in this direction, but what are we achieving here? There's a path over that way. Kind of. Am I supposed to jump off and take this path? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's kicking me off anyway. Oh, it's still a moon lane. I thought I was running it manually. Guess not. Just got up there. Now what? Oh, we're done. And I repeat, no one's concerned. Just like I predicted. See, as long as I follow the guidance of the moon goddess, everything will fall right into place. Well, if you say so, but are we really sure it's a good idea to open up a place that's been sealed for centuries? Oh, we'll be totally fine. You've got the most trustworthy priestess of the Frostmoon's lands right here. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. You are so untrustworthy. Kodo, did you see where those suspicious intruders were headed? They took off toward the court of the first edict. Not many places to hide around here, after all. You two, check on the seal. I'll inform the Lady Moonchanter. Let's see them try getting away. Causing trouble in the sacred lands of the Frost Moon. They've got a death wish. The only way they're getting out of this place is in one piece, as if they're somehow the Lady Kutara herself. Verna, still want to tell us there's absolutely nothing to worry about? Yep, that's right. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. Now that the seal's been opened, all we have to do is set up a trap and wait for that imposter to walk right into our hands. I'm sorry. There's absolutely everything to worry about. I should have never messed with the seal. What do we do now? Help me, Lunara, please. Yelling for help like a crybaby doesn't mean someone's magically going to save your butt. Exactly. Well, since the seal's already broken, we might as well head in and take a look. But Verna, you'd better remember to say sorry to everyone in the Frostmoon lands when we're done here. Wowza. That's a lot of rewards. Look. Don't backtrack, Mish. You can backtrack later.
You've earned yourself a reward.
I've earned myself many rewards, apparently. Enter. Oh my. Actually, that looks like Irminsul. Something about this place feels off compared to what Paimon imagined a sanctum would be. It doesn't feel all that sacred. It smells kind of funny instead. Well, it's been sealed. Yeah, it's been sealed for 500 years. What do you expect? Scientifically speaking, rusted metal giving off a blood-like smell isn't too surprising. By the way, the hymns say that before Lady Ayla sealed it, this was where all the Frostmoon followers held their ceremonies, so it's super sacred, really. Calling it super sacred just makes it sound less sacred by the minute. Oh, come on, don't get hung up on the wording. Look over there, that's the verdant crest. Legend says it's the sacred tree that witnessed the birth of the Moon Maiden. It still looks like Irminsul. And that pool over there, if I'm guessing right, that should be the ever-flowing white spring, Valamo, blessed by Lady Ayla herself. But why did she close it? Why did she seal it? Why are we not asking the important questions? There has to have been a good reason for why she sealed this place. Do you really have to guess? Also, are you sure you didn't just make those names up? Hey, I might be a fairly reliable priestess, but even I've never seen these sacred relics from 500 years ago with my own eyes. Nor did I ever think I'd get to see something this historically significant. I'm so lucky. All thanks to you, Lunara and Paimon. Let's stay here for a bit. Let's remember to apologize to everyone after we get out. Yes, no problem. I'll do whatever you say, Lunara. Just standing in one place does feel like a waste, though. Since we're here, why not take a quick walk around? It's one room. Where are we going? It's literally one tiny room. Oh, hello. Lies of the Faithless. What? Lies of the Faithless. Oh, now you have me intrigued. What am I supposed to be looking at exactly? There's nothing here except a pool of water. There's something beneath the water. Is that a sword? Didn't look a sword to me. Huh? Why would there be a sword here? Wait, hold on. Could this be the ritual sword forged from Hyperborean moonlight that Lady Ayla supposedly left behind? The blade that was used to offer up the very first drop of blood under the new moon? Whoa, It's a kuhenki. Does it want us to follow it? Follow it where? It's a small room. Can you please put me past the Lunoculus, please? That one right there. If you could. Yes? Please tell me you're going through it. You're not going through it. Okay, you know what? Fine. You be like that. I'm jumping ship. Hello. It looks like it really was this lady then. Yay, lore. Isla. It's Isla we've been seeing this entire time? Ah, you're here. Wait, that will get the altar dirty. Eek, when the heck did you get here? We were the ones who opened the field first, right? Something's off. Good thing the treasure chests are still here. You're right, but this isn't just off. It looks like this is a residual image left behind by the moon goddess's blessing. Oh no, this is a completely different chick. This is not the ones that I've been seeing, is it? She looks different. Other than being, you know, an incorporeal image. And it's been left inside the quarter of the first edict. Maybe this might be the first moon enchanter herself, Lady Isla. Is that really possible? Doesn't sound very scientific. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. But if this is truly Lady Isla, then it wouldn't be surprising for her power to be unscientifically potent. Oh my days, I can't believe I kept calling the Lady Isla an imposter. Oh no, okay, it is her then. Thank the moon goddess she can't hear me anymore. And that explains why her words were always so hard to understand. And that explains why she seemed more like a legit priestess than you. There, that should do it. This power. Is the Lady Isla before us really just a lingering image? What did you do, Miss Isla? Where did that voice come from? Maybe it got recorded along with the first Moonchanter's image. I mean, even the moon goddess's blessing couldn't be precise enough to capture just one person's voice, right? There's no need to be so tense. That woman who shares my bloodline surely showed you a few of those lowbrow tricks before, This is merely a blessing that records awareness, so that the brave warrior over there can hear our words. Hi! Paimon's not dreaming, is she? Paimon swears she just looked right at us. Come on, Paimon, you're most definitely dreaming. What we're seeing now was recorded 500 years ago. There's no way she could actually see us. Over there, but I don't see anyone. Ugh, never mind. I probably wouldn't understand even if you explained it to me, and whatever tangled past lies between you and her, I'm in no position to judge. Regardless, thank you for your help, Miss Isla. Lovia should have known better. The wounds left in the wake of the atrocities that old witch inflicted upon you both run deep. Of course, the scars fester with resentment. What surprises me is that she trusted you so deeply. Verna, who is this Lovia they mentioned? Paimon feels like she's heard that name before. I don't think I've heard it. She was the leader of the Frostmourne Science... Frostmourne! A weapon of great valor. Frostmourne Science 500 years ago, but she was stricken from memory for the sin of blasphemy. Normally, only senior and super reliable priestesses like me would even know about her. If you found someone like you knows about her, then it can't be that much of a secret, can it? I was thinking the same thing. Hey, rude. What do you mean, someone like me? But seriously, her identity should be top secret. Ordinary followers and folks from the outside aren't supposed to have even heard that name. So how did Paimon hear it? Resentment? For what? Everything you and I went through was always meant to be. There is no past or future, because the past is the future. Your gaze is upon me now, but all you can see is this one fleeting moment. Thanks to Lovia's blessing, the blessing of our ancestors, I can see every moment. Your arrival, Lovia's end, all threads of a tapestry too vast for me to tell, and yet how it thrills me. She trusted me because I heeded her every word, and when the lady of the underworld, Tuonatar, guided my hand to sever her thread, even then she should have rejoiced. I'm sorry, you killed Lovia? What? As for you, you'll be leaving this place soon, won't you, Mr. Solove? My role here is finished. The believers outside already hail you as their new prophet, and at last you no longer need to endure the suffering imposed on you. I'm not really understanding, but that's okay. I still have things I need to do. I need to uncover that mad monk's true intentions. For my fallen friend and the people of this land, he must pay for what he has done. With Lovia's years of secret correspondence with him as evidence, tracing his steps should be much easier. Once again, thank you for your help, Miss Ayla. So you still don't know a thing. But that's alright. You will soon enough. Sounds like a threat. But he says, I'll take that as encouragement. To me, it's already happened. Twice shall that serpent fall, first strangled by the flesh of the faithless, then shrinking away before the light you and I ignite together. But you shan't be the one to cut off its thread, because that fate does not belong to you. There's a book! There's lore to be had here. I don't believe in fate. I'll just do what I can. Then you do what you can. Before the lanterns are lit, I will be here waiting, for you are the hero meant to protect Elysium. And you, forgive me for drawing you here this way. Your thread simply would not catch in the loom of a sublunary sphere, so I had to guide you with those stones. Fitting, for they are just as out of place in this world as you are. Ooh, where do they come from? Huh? Verna, what's going on? Are you still sure she isn't talking to us? Well, not anymore. Those stones we saw earlier only fell recently. How could Lady Isla have known about them 500 years ago? By way of apology, I left the last sword forged by the Apostle of the Golden City, using moonlight and the ever-flowing white spring. After centuries, any bloodstains on its blade should have been washed away. Please accept this humble gift. Though your fate remains unclear to me, I choose to believe that you are the hero of the sublunary sphere, the one destined to fell the undying serpent on our behalf. Okay, who is this undying serpent? She's referred to them multiple times, and that they should fall twice, but only I shall be the one to kill them. Who is this serpent? And will I need this sword to do it? This will probably be the last time we meet. If you follow the light and find those who share my bloodline, then you will come to understand my words. Are you talking to someone? It's nothing. Now, please don't let me keep you any longer, Mr. Solivet. I must be concealing this place at once. I hold no resentment toward Lovia, but our children must not be stained by her sins. That's why the evil and corruption she wrought must be buried. I will seal them all here. This, too, is a part of our preparation for the birth of a god. We are all tainted by sin. How could we ever hope to behold the moonlight in its purest form? She vanished, did she? So, just like a thunderclap reef, it was Lady Isla who guided us to break the sanctum's seal. Also, you could retrieve the sword she left behind Lunara. Paimon still doesn't get it. Why would Ayla give us her sword? And what's this undying serpent stuff all about? I agree. We're not going to have to fight some giant snake next, are we? I wonder if the snake is more metaphorical. Anyway, Lunara, let's retrieve that sword first. That's what I don't remember picking it up. Right, if someone as reliable as Lady Isla said it, there must be a reason. Maybe it'll all start to click once we get that sword. And talk to Lauma about it, because don't we have to speak to someone of the bloodline? That would be Lauma. Okay, starting from the side. Letter for Isla. Dear Miss Isla, I am truly sorry that I was unable to stop Miss Elia. Who the fuck named these people? In that moment. Yet, it was through her noble sacrifice that we ultimately thwarted Rotwang and prevented the loss of countless lives. Now, and where do people get off not using goddamn paragraphs? Either put a space here or put an indent. Learn how paragraphs work. Now I finally understand why she pretended to be my close companion. I hope to speak with you about this in greater detail when next we meet, though perhaps by then you will already know more about this than I. I shall not presume to judge, nor shall I attempt to alter your opinion of her, but I ask, if nothing else, that you allow me to honour Miss Elia's final wishes by sharing her words with you. She asked that I render all possible support to you, which I surely will, you are my benefactor after all, and that I relayed this only as she spoke it. She hoped that you would go on to live a life of happiness and freedom. As for the area of Tupikaranronus you mentioned in your last letter, if it truly holds the power to dispel the pitch-black calamity, and if you are willing to share it with such selflessness, then on behalf of the people of Nordcry, please accept my deepest gratitude. Should, as you foresee, Rotwang indeed rise again from the pitch-black filth, then our successors, I'm going to assume Rotwang or Rotwang is the serpent we speak of, but it's kind of random that we've never heard of them before. And our successors, an order I am considering naming the Lightkeepers in honor of the flame you have kindled, will stand ready to vanquish the threat once more, armed with the technology you have so generously gifted us. We can speak of the details in person whenever you are free. I understand all too well that, after Levia's passing, the Frostmoon Scions have been left with countless matters demanding your attention. Yours sincerely, Solove. So, did Solove lead the Lightkeepers? Yes. And they are against Rotwang, who must be of the Wild Hunt, perhaps? Ugh. I told a lie, just like Lovia did, and just like my sister did. I said no when Mr. Solove asked if I felt any hate. But how can I put the hatred in my heart into words? How would someone as kind and sincere as he is ever understand such horrifying malice? No, I cannot think this way, and no one needs to know. Mr. Solove does not need to be troubled with such trivial things. No one is obliged to bear the weight of another's suffering, agreed, which they have not experienced. And even if he truly were willing to listen, and even if his kindness were to move him to tears, what would it change? I would only end up bringing needless pain to another tender heart. In the past, the present, and the future, across the countless threads of fate that Lovia once let me glimpse by mistake, the only ones who shed tears for the misfortunes of others are kind souls who ought to be smiling instead. And since the sublunary sphere has always been one where good is repaid with cruelty, the least I can do is spare him a sorrow that does him no good. Once upon a time, I despised lies, yet now I find myself speaking them with keen intent. Maybe of the past dozen years or so has been punishment for this very moment. But that does not matter anymore, for the noble lady of Salt to the scions of Gura Bard's Ginny. Sorry, I was confused about the reference, but now I get it. There have been plenty of instances where the innocent have suffered the gravest of punishments, let alone a sinner as steeped in as I am. If the silvery white thread has already found its way around my neck, I may as well bear the weight of still more unforgivable sins by myself, so that children who remain untainted may be spared. Selfless of her. What was born of the frost moon must return to it. All the walls, towers, fortresses, and temples must be torn down, save for the great pillar raised here by the Dragonborn, that is, the sacred sanctuary where our ancestors found refuge. Prolonged isolation and seclusion serve only to nourish fleeting ambitions and hollow delusions. Let it be reverence for nature, kindness toward outlanders. Well, that hasn't worked out so well, has it? And those virtues in which none believe, and not the pride of the dead, which sets our threads apart from theirs. Only then will we never again be another Lovia, or another me. Decades from now, a new moon goddess will be born. Oh, the irony of it. Lovia's long and desperate quest was, in the end, for nothing, even if had borne the sacred heiress foretold, and not the man who abducted my sister. The one who should have been our sovereign would only have created even greater chaos within Snezhnaya. The birth of the new moon had nothing to do with anything she did. She could not even foresee the coming of that maiden, and nor did she know that the Holy Throne had never truly been broken. I don't understand a single thing that's been said in that paragraph, but I feel that there are several key points that are super important in there, and I just don't understand it. I don't understand what Lovia wanted. I don't understand who bore the sacred heir, and who the man is who adopted her sister, or who her sister is, unless it was Lovia, I don't know. All this about created greater chaos in Snezhnaya, birthing of the new moons having nothing to do with what I guess Lovia did, and about the Holy Throne had never been truly broken. I want to know what that means. I don't understand anything in this paragraph, but it feels pivotal. I do not know if I will live to see that moment, for my own thread is hidden from my sight, but I pray that I will not. Those tainted by sin do not deserve to witness the moon's pure light. In any case, people must come to believe that the new moon takes delight only in kindness, friendship, and mutual aid, that no other prayer or sacrifice will ever please our goddess. This is what they must believe. Because if they do not, then no matter how noble the ideal, it will only wither and fade into the filth that lies beneath the moon. The threads of the gods are too bright for me to follow, and I cannot see where she is headed. But at the very least, the Frostmoon Scions, who have been redeemed in her name, must ensure that the power of choice remains hers alone. No one should ever seek repayment or reward from her, and she must never be moulded into the perfect deity others wish her to become. Daughter of the frost moon, maiden of the new moon, may she one day behold the dream of true happiness, and may the frost moon never forgive my sins, for I have cursed her name more times than I can count. Letter for Lovia. To the most holy and venerable Lady Lovia, I pen this letter to account for the tragic event that transpired earlier. You asked that I send people to welcome the holy lady, and I did exactly as you instructed. But that poor girl, alas for her great beauty, failed to grasp the kindness behind your gesture, and seized by some terrible impulse, she took her own life on the spot. I'm sorry, what? For this terrible, irreparable loss, I can offer only my prayers. I pray that your compassionate goddess may ease your sorrow and keep your noble heart from breaking despite the weight of this grief. Who wrote this? Rotwang. Regarding the Sampo Mill mentioned in your last letter, I am truly grateful for your openness and trust. Like you, I remain uninitiated in the true workings of this sacred relic. Yet on this matter, we are of one mind. We must find another way to rouse this ancient relic and forge a paradise, an Elysium of enduring prosperity for the people of Nodkai, especially your noble kin. From this moment on, I shall dedicate myself wholly to uncovering the secrets that lie within the relic. As for the remaining matters, both more trivial and complex, I hope to discuss them at greater length with you soon. Until then, I ask that you accept these modest gifts as a small token of my regard and a gesture of sympathy for the loss that has touched your household. Please know that I hold your noble character in the highest esteem. Even at the court of His Majesty, the Beli Tsar, it is rare to encounter a lady of such uncommon foresight and deep devotion to the greater good as yourself, not to mention one who so willingly places the well-being of the nation and her people above personal sentiment. Our positions, interests, and aspirations are most closely aligned. As such, I greatly look forward to our future joint endeavours. Your ever steadfast friend and ally, Rotwang. Still have no idea what's going on. Ancient volume. Okay, according to the teachings left by the Apostle of the Golden City, all matters must be governed by reason alone, untainted by sentiment, for mortal tongues cannot articulate the sacred mysteries, and frail emotion will only profane the words of the ancestors, in service of a pure and exalted ideal for the future of the scions of the far north. These actions are as justified as they are necessary. This decree has been approved by Lovia, humble handmaiden of the Frost Moon, and the Archpriestess since the fall of Hyperborea. I need some water. This constant talking is frying my throat. Decree, I don't do Roman numerals. Alternative plan for the sacred heir's selection. All of the content that follows has been erased and cannot be read. In accordance with the hold up. Was there a scrolly scroll? No. In accordance with the teachings of the Apostle of the Golden City, all matters concerning craftsmanship and secret rites must be recorded without the taint of personal sentiment, for mortal tongues cannot articulate the sacred mysteries, and frail emotion would only profane the words of our ancestors. Do not seek to understand what lies beyond mortal intellect. Simply recite the ancient prayers with a sincere heart, so that the purity of the blessings may endure. This decree was issued by Sarne, humble handmaiden of the Frost Moon and 13th Archpriestess since the fall of Hyperborea. It is not to be defied. In the name of the Mistress of the Frost Moon, the ancient laws, once obscure and difficult to understand, are now set forth in clear and concise terms, lest the faithful falter or be led astray. Decree 3. Elysium and the prophecy of the sacred heir. Let the children of Hyperborea guard their sacred bloodline from defilement, for the heir of Elysium is destined to one day arrive. It is hereby forbidden to marry one's closest kin, that is to say, no union shall be permitted between blood relatives. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has committed blasphemy. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has taken the life of an innocent. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has broken its oath. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that does not bear an antlered crown. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with someone from a clan that has committed parricide. It is forbidden to enter marriage with any person disturbed of mind. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with the descendants of the Fae. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with a person not of the faith. It is forbidden to enter into marriage with an outlander. Marriage is a most sacred act of virtue and must be kept pure. Therefore, let no unclean act stain our bloodline. Let no action be taken to incur the displeasure of the Mistress of the Frost Moon, and let no one betray their oaths. Whosoever enters into marriage must first obtain the permission and blessing of the archpriestess, lest a curse befall their bloodline. Said curse shall plague their bloodline for 7 generations, and then for 7 more. Whosoever breaks this oath shall have their horns severed with a silver blade. They who have been marked thus shall be cast into the long lightless night. Hear now the ancient prophecy. In the fullness of time, Elysium shall come, and with it, the sovereign ordained to rule over it shall also appear. The false 7-fold radiance of the high heavens shall fall at her feet, and the bones of the earth shall rise to follow her. For from her shall spring union with the world, and from her shall the first great cause be rebuilt. Let those words of wisdom find root in your heart, and neglect not the sanctity of your blessed bloodline. Can I just point out that this very much sounds like the Traveller? But I know it can't be talking about the Traveller, because they keep referring to her. And I'm assuming that if you play as Aether, this does not say him, it still says her. But by saying the false 7-fold radiance, that sounds like 7 archons to me, they shall fall at her feet. Well, I mean, Venti still has his power, but Zhongli is no longer an archon. The Raiden Shogun, she's a bit questionable. Farina's no longer an archon. So, you know, I mean, Moika's still an archon, but she's technically human. But some of them have indeed fallen at the Traveller's feet, and no longer hold their position. I don't know about that part though. But I'm just saying. But I don't think it is, because I don't think this is going to say him in the male Traveller's viewpoint. Decree 6. Offerings to the Sampo Mill. That sounds like a really stupid name. I hope they explain what it actually is. The children of Hyperborea shall guard the sacred treasure forged by the Apostle of the Golden City at all costs. Let it be known that the relic that is the Sampo Mill is a sacred work, for its blessing yields unending gold, grain, and salt. Only the prophesied sacred air shall have the power to rouse the mill, and thus bring forth an Elysium of eternal abundance for us all. According to the revelation of our ancestors, the mill shall be sealed within a holy sanctum to preserve it from taint and desecration until the appointed time, when the sacred air is born at last. All followers below the rank of priestess shall not enter the holy sanctuary wherein the mill is sealed. Those who violate the precept shall have a curse before their bloodline. Said curse shall plague their bloodline for 7 generations, and then for 7 more. For sowing in spring, an offering of wheat, goat's milk, and salt must be made unto the Sampo Mill, lest famine befall you. At least 1 priestess shall be designated to chant prayers to the mill day and night, to ensure a bountiful harvest and enduring prosperity. My throat is about to die. Decree 10. Offering to the arrow of Terpechoronis. The children of Hyperborea shall revere the arrow of that without fail. Let it be known that this relic, forged of pure light, is a bow and arrow that can pierce the manifold darkness of the frozen night. You shall mix the sacred oils in the following manner, prescribed by the rites of the ancestors. Take up a clean silver vessel, free from all dust and water, for defilement is the root of all corruption. Take the fat of a lamb, clear and pure, and warm it over a gentle fire. It must not be too hot or too cold. Do not bring it to a boil. Add sulfur, salt, sawdust, and wax in their proper order while stirring with great care. Stir until the substances inside the vessel are of one uniform colour. The number for your counting shall be 7 hours. 6 you shall not count, neither count you 8. Okay. Excepting that you should count to 7. 5 and 9 are right out. Then anoint your bow and arrows with the holy oil, and your arrows shall snuff out the pitch-black foe, shattering them like plates of silver. I can't. My throat is freaking shot. Oh my god, my throat is killing me. A thick stack of papers hidden by an unknown someone in a secret compartment inside the back cover. You know what? I'm just gonna skim through this visually, and you guys can read it as well if you haven't played the game. I can't read this. Not gonna lie, fully tuning out, but it mentions a subatomic assembling mass energy patterning orb, hereafter referred to as the Sampo. So there's an orb that's subatomic energy. That's the relic. I'm not really understanding any of this. Okay, that seems super boring. Tattered volume. Good, because I cannot read it. My throat's just destroyed. This appears to be just an ordinary fairy tale in which a kind-hearted girl makes friends with a white pigeon, after which they travel the world together. Okay. Some of the pages have been torn out for some reasons unknown, and the ink has almost completely faded. The cover has beautiful golden words inscribed on it. Kitasgrad Publishing House. Does that no longer exist, or is that in Snezhnaya? Oh, thank God it's done. My throat's just destroyed.